What's up, gang? Happy Wednesday. Look at me. I'm talking all things derby, maybe. Do you like my fascinator? Woo woo. Welcome, welcome. Tonight, I have a special guest that's going to be joining us, talking all about this Kentucky 74. So excited. Was kind of teasing it earlier in my stories. And Spiritless is an amazing product, and I cannot wait for one of the founders. This is a female-led trio, powerhouse, to tell us all about this product. You know, I was talking on my stories earlier about alcohol, and you know, some of us want to booze it up and drink it up and do all the things, and some of us are working to use less of it. And I'm excited for a line like this to come out to allow us, oh look, there it is. I'm always like, am I gonna do this right? Allow us the options. If we want to live it up, we can. If we don't, we have options. And that's what I love about this. So I'm excited to share with you guys. What's up, Lauren? Yay! Welcome, girl. I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay,
I can hear you now.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm gonna adjust that. Look at this. Lauren, I hear she's in Florida, so.
Okay, I am in Florida, and this hotel, as beautiful as it is, the lighting is like so soft, which I have to say I'm not mad about, but I'm like literally hovering in this little foyer in our entryway, like looking for a light.
I love it.
Anyway,
Girl, I got like the full studio here, so I feel sorry, you know.
Listen, I called downstairs. I called the concierge. I was like, what can I do to get a ring light? They were like, girl, just pray. You're done. I was like, all right.
I love it. Well, welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys. This is Lauren Chitwood. If you're from Kentucky, you know that name. She is celebrity in this state for sure. And I am so excited to introduce her newest venture, Spiritless.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I am so thrilled. I don't know if I'm a celebrity, and that's kind of insane to even think about. I had the wonderful pleasure of hosting some wonderful parties for some amazing Kentuckians for quite a bit of time, and it was just a treat. So, you know, making sure that people in my neck of the woods are well fed and they've got a great cocktail in their hands certainly comes naturally. So thank you. And I have to say, your story today, girl, you get it.
I get it. I know. I do.
Reasons.
Yes. I actually connected with Lauren almost like 3 or 4 years ago, and
I was a
client, mentor. And when she first reached out to me, I was like, Lauren is like the Midwest of Kentucky is dear to me. I was so excited.
Listen, I mean, this really needs to be about you too. I have to say, you know, I had 3 babies in 6 years, and I was so ready to find a program that felt like I could still live my life and I could still go on those, you know, evening sales dinners and all the things that I needed to do, but feel like I had control, feel like I had a little bit of balance. And I have to tell you, lean kicked its butt. I mean, like 40 plus pounds. It was amazing. You've been such a gift to my life. And so
I love it.
And also just talking about and thinking about, you know, even in that process, how alcohol had an impact on my macros and all those pieces and parts. You know, there were so many ahas, right?
I bet.
That brought us to this fearless moment. And you were a part of that. And it's such a treat to be here now.
That. You know, this is such like I said in my stories, it is such a big topic, especially for women. And I was sitting here thinking, and I was like, you know, I have 3, and Lauren has no clue what I'm going to say. Like she, you know, in her defense, like this is like totally off the cuff, but I was thinking, I was like, gosh, there are 3 really amazing ways to kind of utilize this product. And I want to kind of go through them all, but why don't you, because I haven't really told them much about what this product is. You know, this Kentucky 47 is actually the first product that they've launched. They have a whole lot in the works, which I'm really excited about. So give us a little lowdown about what Spiritless is and what we got here.
So absolutely. So, there's so many reasons that we founded this company, but a big piece of that was because we really struggled as women and as moms on that weeknight cocktail, right? We were out, we were socializing, we were selling, we were doing all those things that, alcohol sort of became a grind, right? You're going like, ugh, and I heard you today, I don't sleep well. Oh my God. And especially if little kids at home, you're going, I would give so much for great sleep.
Yeah.
And so as we were solving this problem for ourselves, what we were also seeing is that the alcohol industry and consumption habits were dramatically evolving. And that's when it really became clear that we needed a substitute. We needed to be able to have a quality, ideal base for those classic cocktails that we know and love, to be able to make a cocktail that felt like a cocktail. And what's also really, really exciting is that while certainly if you're looking for no, right? So let's talk about this, because I think this is going to really resonate with a lot of your peeps, which is that if you're looking for no alcohol, we're for you, right? We're low cal, low carb, we're here. But me personally, because I'm a little healthy-ish kind of girl, flexitarian is like the name of my game. I really
progress,
like
not perfection.
Yep, progress, not perfection. So what I do when on my Thursday night cocktail, usually by Tuesday I'm totally spiritless. By Thursday I'm ready for a little half and half, and so we call that halvesies. And we use 1 ounce of Kentucky 74 and 1 ounce of our favorite bourbon. And, I'm making myself either a whiskey sour or just a simple old fashioned, and it's low calorie, half the ABV, lower carb, meets all those metrics that I'm looking for, just to be like a little bit better. And, that's really one of the most exciting things about us. But we're, essentially we're a 1-to-1 substitute. So if you were making a drink and you're going to put 2 ounces of whatever bourbon in there, you put 2 ounces of Spiritless, and we blend beautifully.
This is made just like you reverse engineer the bourbon, right?
Yes, sis. So this started in my basement, right? Like all good things, there's a lot of good things that started in my basement over time. But it was truly, we were trying to figure out how to create a process, because one of the things that we also know is that people that buy spirits really care how the sausage is made, how the liquid is made. We all know those storytelling as we're walking through all these beautiful distilleries right in our backyard. And so we knew we needed that, and we knew that frankly, for us to make something that we wanted to drink, there had to be something authentic about it. Because to be honest, that flavor palette of bourbon is really darn hard to replicate, right? And it couldn't have been done, as I call it, in the bucket. So that's with distilled water and a bunch of fake flavoring.
Right.
And so we've created a process that we now have both a process and an application pad around, which is super slick, but mostly it just makes it taste great. And you kind of go, oh my God, I think that's bourbon breath. That's pretty freaking cool. So that's us. It's so exciting.
I love it. And this is my new slogan. Less is yes.
Amen, sis.
I love that. And I do feel like, I know my camera's all wonky, but I do feel like we've gone through the last 12 months, 16 months, where a lot of us have leaned really heavy on alcohol. And I think that it's taken a toll on the way we feel, and I think, we realize that as we age, we don't metabolize alcohol as well as we used to. So finding that balance and having something that you can, use that is, alcohol free, I think is such a great idea. Okay, so these are the 3 ways that I thought this would be a great option to use. Number 1, no. You are just, don't want to drink, but you maybe don't want the stigma of people saying, oh, why aren't you drinking, whatever. I was like, you walk into your party and be like, oh, I brought some bourbon. I'm going to make my own cocktails.
That's the thing.
No one knows the wiser,
I think it's
you're at home, you're pouring your drinks. No one knows the wiser. You don't have to make any explanations about it. So, you still get to enjoy a beautiful mint julep. We're going to make a brown derby. Right?
Yes.
So all those, is it a derby brown? Which is it?
I think it's a brown derby, but girl, you call it whatever you want. This is your party.
Okay, I don't know. And so I thought that was great. Number 2, because we talked about this, when Lauren was telling me about this. Okay, how many people go to the bar and you are having drinks and you're having so much fun and you don't want to leave.
Yeah.
But it is always the last drink that you regret the day after. It's always like, I should not have had that last drink. But you can't stay and drink, you know, a club soda. I mean, sometimes I do, you know, but how amazing would it be to say, you know what? I'm going to stay. I'm going to have one more cocktail, but make it spiritless.
Yep. 100%.
And then it doesn't, you know, you get to stay and enjoy the party, and you know, you don't have to miss out.
Yeah.
And you don't have a huge hangover the next day.
And listen, God bless our responsible friends.
God bless.
But
I say over and over, Cassie has kept me alive.
Yes.
My best friend.
That moment where you're like,
why I'm alive today, for sure.
Fun, and I've got that, like, I'm in that perfect place,
Yeah.
right? And it never fails. That perfect place, like, goes, woo,
Oh,
right?
it goes way down. Because you think it's going to get better, but it really doesn't. So I love spiritless like that. And then the third way is, okay, so my husband loves bourbon, okay? He is a bourbon guy, all right? But, like, I can see it in his eyes when he's bourbon done, okay? But I can't tell him that, you know? You know, I can't be like, honey, you're good, no more, you know, because then he drinks more. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this on hand. And when I see the bourbon eyes, I'm going to start switching out his drinks with this, and he'll know wiser.
What is that? What is that? That TikTok meme? He'll never know.
He'll never know. Oh, God, I'm doing it. I'm good. He'll never know.
One of the important things to note is that in spiritless in general, you know, ethanol is kind of a complex molecule. So let's talk about what it's like when it hits your palate, right? So when you sip bourbon full proof, you know, your palate actually shuts because it's such a shock, and you do all your tasting through your nose. So what you are not going to have is that punch in the mouth. You're not going to have that crazy burn, but there are those beautiful kind of complex yin and yang that help you make those great cocktails. So for my bourbon drinkers that are true bourbon drinkers that like it neat but are looking to cut back, what we're finding is that they're actually saying, I'm going to do a little splash of Woodford or Makers or whatever it is, and then just like I would do a bunch of ice or a bunch of something, I can give myself a little bit more body and a little more liquid to go around by kind of spreading the wealth that way, and I don't miss it. I still get a little tiny bit of that burn, which is, you know, again, as a man that's really used to drinking something or a product neat, they may go, this is really interesting. Like, I get the taste and like it's all there, but like, where's the
something's something's missing. But that's good, because I feel like sometimes that's the problem with a neat, is that I'm like 4 sips down, I'm gone. Like, I need another one, you know? Yeah. So using the halvesies, I love that, you know, kind of trend to, again, because I'm always like, add more club soda to slow me down for sure. So
hey, you're going to make us a beautiful cocktail tonight, but one of the ways that I really love to drink spirits, because, you know, a lot of times you get new products in and you're like, what the hell do I do with this? And I think that you probably see that, frankly, with an enormous amount of products that you're telling your followers about. But, you know, it can be as simple as club soda and a couple splash of bitters. It doesn't something fancy. And by golly, you want to talk about macros, like a little bit of club soda.
Let's talk about macros, okay? So 1 ounce of bourbon has about 70 calories. Is that the math that you use?
An average pour is about 2. So you're
right. So an average pour, 2 ounces, about 140 calories. Okay, so 2 ounces of this is 15 calories. Like, that's some macro magic right there. Macro magic, yes.
Can we trademark that? Macro magic?
Yes, less is yes with macro magic, for sure. No, and again, it's like, you get like all these benefits, and then you wake up the next morning and you don't eat like an asshole because you're hungover.
Oh my God, I've been there.
It's like, it's a vicious cycle, you know. This is a vicious cycle. And again, I know me and Lauren, we ain't giving up our alcohol, like, that's for sure, you know. But it's all about finding strategies to help us balance it out, you know, so we can have what we love and still feel good. Like, that's what it's all about, feeling. So, all right, good. Let's make this brown derby brown, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can adjust my camera here so you can see my ingredients. All right, so I've got some obviously my Kentucky 47. I've got some fresh squeezed grapefruit juice. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a little honey. I did like the little simple syrup, which is 2 to 1 with honey. So do you want to walk me through it, or do you want me to just, kind of wing it?
So, because I'm trying to remember this one by memory. I think it's probably
okay. Well, I've got it written down here. So I'm gonna load this up with ice, and then we're gonna do 2.5 ounces of the Kentucky 74, and it smells so good.
I think that's the thing that always shocks people. They're like, they open it and they're like, oh, yum.
Yeah, smells so good. And then it says 1/2 ounce of my little honey to water mixture. Ooh, like I feel like a coctologist over here. Is that a word? Mixologist. I'm a mixologist. I'm officially a mixologist. I got some mint in case we were going to make a little mint julep, but okay. And then I'm just going to put some grapefruit juice in it. I can't remember what it said, the exact, but Spiritless, they make sure you follow them because they just posted the recipe. So
let's talk.
What'd you say?
So let's talk about how many Derby days you've had sort of negatively impacted by one too many bourbons.
Ooh.
This girl.
Are you talking about the Derby day when I was in the infield, like laid out, Are you talking about the Derby day that I was in the stands? Like, there's all sorts of Derby days in every Kentuckian's life.
And they all felt the same to me.
Exactly.
Oh gosh. McDonald's Coke and French fry the next day, which I then continue to regret, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it's like anything to keep you alive. Look how beautiful that is. I love that. All right, here we go. It is a Derby Brown.
I love it.
So good. This is such a winner. I'm going to serve this at my little Derby get together that I'm going to be having this Saturday.
I love it. Are you hosting?
Yeah. We're going to, pray for good weather. That's the thing with Derby is you never know. It can be the most glorious day of your life, and it can be a monsoon. But if you have Derby tickets, you go regardless.
Just get a clear one so they can still see your outfit.
That's right. All right, guys. I love this. Hey, you know what? Spiritless, they also gave me a discount code for you guys.
Hey.
Yes. It's my name, Amanda 10. I'm so excited for her. So I'm going to post, I'll post the replay on my story, and then I'll put a swipe up so you can go directly to their website, and then you can use the code Amanda 10, and you can get your own bottle right now. Because you guys, this is the deal. Like, this stuff was like flying off the website. Like, they could not manage production. So it's all good now. You got your production back up, right?
Is in. There's still a tiny bit of a delay, but I will say it's much less. We're looking at a few weeks, which is great. And listen, these are the problems that you pray for, right? But we're going, oh my God, they have to stop buying. Oh Jesus, holy shit.
No, we don't say that.
Right. But listen, it's wonderful. We're so fortunate. We have really ramped up in a meaningful way to be able to answer this incredible demand. And everything that we saw with the meat alternatives, and then now the dairy alternatives and things that are a part of your life every day. We're so fortunate they're now on your knees. They're now happening in the alcohol space. So
yeah, that's awesome.
We're honored to be a part of anybody's bar. And it's also just a great thing to bring into a cocktail, party. What a fun conversation.
Oh, yes. And I'm really excited. So, bourbon is not at the tip of my list. But I know that you're working on some clear options.
So maybe our favorite tequila.
Ooh, that's what I was hoping. So yes, can I beg that tequila be next?
It's good, and I will also say that by way of our process, we're really able to make such incredible products that, if you dabble and you kind of try things, we're just so proud to be able to be really the leader in liquid excellence, right? And we work so hard to be able to bring awesome products that help people just live their lives and feel good. And, it's a toolkit because less is yes.
Less is yes. Oh, I love that so much. I love that so much. And like I was saying in my stories, because I got a lot of people that reached out to me and was talking about how it's hard to go to social events and say no to alcohol. There is this, kind of pressure to drink. And and I know your vision is for Spiritless to be available anywhere you eat forever. So when
Yep.
you do go to a bar, you don't have to have, you can say, I would like a vodka soda with spiritless vodka, and it takes the pressure off of it. So I definitely have high hopes for that. But one of the things that I was telling my, followers is like, if you have a friend that someone, that's in that scenario that, is using halvesies or, abstaining, we should support them. We should celebrate them.
And I couldn't
And
agree more. It's such a gift of inclusion. And I think that's the thing, like, especially as Southern women, like, we love to host. It is something that is in our DNA. And, to be able to be thoughtful, right? Even for your pregnant friends, right? To be able to say, "So glad you're here. I got this little something for you." Like, that is what we're about. Like, that is the kind of the true
the
nature.
ultimate Southern, yes.
So it is a treat to be able to be, a tool to do that for people that we care about. It really is.
I love that. Well, awesome. So amazing to chat with you.
You, my friend.
So excited for my followers to learn more about this awesome product.
Thank you. Enjoy your cocktail.
I will. We're going to be here like a year from now, talking about all the big things that, whatever Miss Lauren Chitwood touches, it turns to gold. So we're
very kind.
Yay.
Balls. I don't know. I just keep going.
Hey, I'm all about hard-working woman, and you, Abby, and Lexi are crushing it. That's for sure. So
Very good. Thank you, guys.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy Derby. Follow Spiritless for sure. Let us know if you grab a bottle. Take a picture. Tag us. We want to see you making your halvesies. You also get this great, fun cocktail book that comes with it. I mean, they got you covered, girl. They got you covered. Don't worry. Don't worry. So have so much fun in Florida, and I look forward to seeing you soon, Lauren.
Okay, talk soon. Be well. Bye,
Bye guys. I'm going to get off my knees now.